Wyatt inside the wrestling basement coming at you with yet another episode of what to expect as far as Friday Night Smackdown tonight. So, without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. First up, since they proclaiming that The Undertaker has retired this week from pro wrestling, tonight on Friday Night Smackdown, they're going to pay a tribute to The Undertaker, and what better way to pay tribute to The Undertaker than show an old rerun of a match versus him and AJ Styles at this year's WrestleMania, the Boneyard match. So tonight on Friday Night Smackdown, expect to see a replay of that Boneyard match from the previous WrestleMania between the phenomenal AJ Styles, which is now the Intercontinental Champion, and the recently retired dead man, The Undertaker. And since we on the subject of the phenomenal AJ Styles, what we can expect from the champ tonight is for AJ Styles to defend the Intercontinental Champion against Drew Gulak. Now, as far as this championship match, what we can expect, what I can expect, which everybody can expect to see AJ Styles defeat Drew Gulak in this match and further his storyline with Matt Riddle, since we all seen last week on Friday Night Smackdown, Matt Riddle defeated AJ Styles, non-title match. So, of course, we can expect AJ Styles and Matt Riddle for the Intercontinental Champion at the next pay-per-view. So tonight, expect AJ Styles to retain the Intercontinental Championship against Drew Gulak. Also, what we can expect tonight as far as Sheamus and Jeff Hardy rivalry, Sheamus is set to, make a toast or propose to Jeff Hardy, which more than likely what we can expect from this is for Sheamus to mock Jeff Hardy, since he did defeat him at the last pay-per-view, and this is just further gonna, further their storyline between the two superstars, and we can expect it to get real, personal tonight. More than likely, Sheamus gonna bring up Jeff Hardy drug abuse, pill abuse, or whatever they say Jeff Hardy be on, and we can expect Jeff Hardy to come out there and defend himself, and they get into a heated altercation, and further in this storyline, like I said. So expect that out of Sheamus and Jeff Hardy tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. Also, we got the Smackdown Live Tag Team Champions, the New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston. What we can expect as far as them tonight? Well, before, the Lucha House Party was entered into this whole little rivalry with the New Day, it was previously set for the Forgotten Sons, but unfortunately, that Rocker dude opened his fat mouth about his political point of view, which in America, it's all about, political views, but, in certain industry, you can't talk about that, but he opened his fat mouth and he costed for the Forgotten Sons, and to be honest with you, they was already forgotten to me on NXT. That stable is so in the past, and I never nobody thought that they had a chance to get the New Day anyway. So what we can expect tonight as far as the New Day and the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, either they gonna dig John Morrison and the Miz back up and put them back in the picture, or we can expect to see a continuation between the Lucha House Party, and the New Day. But what I know for a fact, what we can expect to see, Big E Langston, Kofi Kingston action tonight, and more than likely we're going to find out who are the next contender for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. And if I had to put a name on it, I would definitely have to say the Lucha House Party, because, I feel like though they ain't just got a fair shake as far as the Tag Team Champions. So I'd love to see them in the Tag Team Championship match and, see what they really made of, because last week they really took the New Day to their limits, but unfortunately the ropes, got them caught up. So, Grand Metalik, he the master of the ropes. He probably needs to stop depending on the ropes so much, and maybe, just maybe, if they stop doing that high flying, straight to the ground, they might pick up a lucky championship win on New Day. So like I said, expect the New Day to be in action tonight. Also, we got the SmackDown Live Women's Champion Bayley and one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion alongside Sasha Banks. What we can expect from this pair tonight? Well, first of all, they done took the attention off of Bayley's SmackDown Live Women's Championship since Bayley and Sasha Banks won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. So tonight we can expect a number one contenders match. As far as Bayley's next contender for the championship, we can expect that to take place tonight. And as far as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, I feel as though Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss still, they still want their championship. So what we can expect tonight is, as far as the Women's Tag Team Champion, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss are still in the hunt. I feel as though they're going to get into some type of altercation with the Boston Hood Connection, considering the fact last week that Nikki Cross lost a match to Sasha Banks, which I feel as though Nikki Cross, they need to break her and Alexa Bliss up. I love to see Nikki Cross on her own. I feel as though she need to become the world champion because being the henchman, the right hand man, the sidekick to Alexa Bliss, it's not gonna get her that far in WWE. They got huge targets on their back, so they pretty much you better expect them to be watching out tonight as far as Friday Night Smackdown. And last but certainly not least, we got the WWE Universal Champion Braun Strowman. What we can expect out of him tonight? We can expect a rivalry between Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt to continue tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. As we all seen last week on Friday Night Smackdown, Bray Wyatt reincarnated his old Eaters of War character on Friday Night Smackdown, and they made like a big deal about his return, but I remember Bray Wyatt, bringing that character back in the storyline with John Cena at WrestleMania. So this wasn't the first time in a long time that we even saw the Eaters of War Bray Wyatt return to WWE. So I don't know why they're making a big deal about it now, but I'm guessing that what we can expect tonight as far as Friday Night Smackdown for that character, the Eaters of War Bray Wyatt character, make a huge impact on tonight's edition of Friday Night Smackdown. They have yet to confirm a new episode of Firefly Funhouse, and I feel as though they're going to be back, permanently with the Firefly Funhouse because, that's really the only way Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman, they can communicate. And what we can expect tonight is, get a huge, implosion between these two heavyweights. And what we can definitely also expect to see, we can expect the Eaters of War Bray Wyatt to go one-on-one with Braun Strowman for the Universal Champion at the next pay-per-view. So, with that pretty much being the end of today's video, feel free to smash that like button, super kick subscribe button, comment down below, hit the bell notification. Until next time, this is the Wrestling Basement.